So I'm going to teach you, way back when I was in high school, we used to do something that was called diagramming sentences. And what you would do is basically taking apart the sentence, figuring out what's the subject, what's the verb, what are the adjectives, what are the adverbs, what's describing what. So I should be up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to diagram sentences. So if you look at this sentence right here, the first thing I have to do is I have to find the predicate. Then I have to find the subject. All right? So with a predicate expander, that is a phrase. So I know that my subject and predicate are not going to be in the predicate expander. There's going to be no subject predicate. It seems like there's a subject in there because the word Jen is in there, right? And it seems like there's a predicate because the word discovered is in there, but it's not. This is just adding. It's almost like what it's doing is it's just describing the predicate more. So when I look at this, the predicate, anybody know what the predicate is? After Jen discovered she had gotten the teaching position. So we know it's nothing in here. So now I'm left with this short little sentence. She knew her career would remain stable. Tyler.
Knew?
Yeah. So this right here is my, knew is my predicate, right? So here is the subject. Here is the symbol. When you find the predicate, that's the symbol. Okay? It is. That's a legit symbol. And you want to know why? Because you know how I taught you expanders? There's 4 different types of expanders. There is the when expander, right? There's the how expander. So each of these little boxes, these mountains, represents one of the expanders. And they describe the predicate in more detail. So who or what knew? What's the subject?
Is that like a bot? Can you like do that on a computer?
No. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You can do like draw lines. You know how there's that add a line? So now the subject is she. Okay? So then the symbol for the subject is you just box it. But now, we have to, what we want to start doing is we want to also start diagramming those expanders. So, let me just kind of make a new board here. Actually, what was the sentence again? After Jen, raise your hand and read me the sentence. Go ahead, Kyle.
After Jen discovered she had gotten the teaching position, should I write it the correct way? Or say it the correct way?
Yeah.
Comma, she knew her I almost said cancer. Her career would remain stable.
Okay. I'll just put was stable. Okay. So what you're going to do when you go to diagram, I actually really love diagramming. So what you're going to do is you're going to always put this little under the predicate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to box the subject. And the way that you're going to diagram the expanders is you're going to put it all in a big, as much as you can do, like that. Okay? So let's practice this. Grab in your writer's notebook. Yeah, go to your writer's notebook and just title it CW Diagramming Sentences. So raise your hand. Give me a how predicate expander. And it doesn't have to be one that has 4 or more words. Jake. Like. Okay, so give me a predicate expander that has like in it. So that's a starter word, but give me one. At your tables, talk it over and come up with one.
Like an Olympic sprinter.
All right, I heard one over here. Like an Olympic sprinter. Okay, so what did this person do? So finish the sentence for me in your groups. Go ahead.
Like Olympic sprinter Kyle raced down the field.
He raced down the track.
Like an Olympic.
All right, so what did he do like an Olympic sprinter? He ran away from the Boogie Monster.
The what?
The Boogie Monster.
He ran away from.
Actually, he ran.
He ran from the
He
cops.
ran.
He ran from.
All right, he ran from the cops.
Oh, Oh, I got it.
Okay.
From the cop.
So if you look up here, so tell me, everybody write this sentence down in their writer's notebook. Like an Olympic sprinter, comma, he ran, this is ran, from the cops. So go ahead and write this down. So what I want you to do is, let's get rid of any expanders. Let's diagram those expanders. Did you write this down? All right, so give me one expander that's in here. Shh. What's one expander that's in here? Come on, people. Alex. All right, so how am I going to, what's the symbol for diagramming those? Tyler. Exactly, so I'm just going to make a big triangle as much as I can.
How do you do that if it's only like one line?
I don't know, the best you can.
I'm making it really obvious. Yeah.
All right, well, what I want us to start, no, we're not circling it, no. Okay, so what I want to do is not only do you put the triangle, but you put the kind of expander it is. So this is the how. So I'm going to put a how.
So really good at how.
So after that, so I know that my subject and predicate are not part of this little triangle. Okay? So then what is my predicate? Because I always find the predicate first and say who or what did the action. Yeah.
The predicate is it a
Ran. And what was my symbol for the predicate? How many mountains? 4 mountains. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, who or what ran? What's my subject? Say it if you know it. You got it. All right, and that's how you diagram. So this way you're able to identify. So when you go to write, so John, are you writing all this down? So when you go to write, stories or essays, you have to make sure that you're writing in complete sentences, and you cannot know that unless you know what a complete sentence is and what a complete sentence contains. Yes?
Just like a sentence that doesn't have an expander, don't you just like put like mountains in there?
Sure. Yep. But you're going to see as the year goes on, there's going to be like so many symbols. It's all going to be long. So let's try another one. All right. Give me another expander that has a. What we did when. When. Okay, give me a when starter word. Talk it over in your groups and come up with 3 when starter words right now. And I really want you talking.
When Kobe Bryant, when Meta World Peace made the layup.
After next before.
Okay, so give me one. Go ahead, Alicia. Give me one. Later. Okay. So let's find a vocab word. So later is telling us when. So let's find a vocab word that is a predicate, that's a verb. That would kind of go along with later. And it could be ones from what we just read. What did we did we read any ones that were verbs? I can't remember.
I know good one.
Okay, give me a one up that's up here. Go ahead.
After.
No, we're talking predicate here,
oh,
Frankie.
oh.
Yeah, but I feel like we know scale. How about transform? Okay. What?
Later in life.
I'll wait till you guys are done talking.
Soon after.
I'm still waiting. Okay. So let's do she deferred college for later. Okay, so write that sentence down. So write it down. So tell me, on your own, I want you to diagram this sentence. So you're going to find first, you might want to first find the predicate expander.
Later, she deferred college for later.
Yeah.
Later, she deferred college.
Yeah, I know. It's not the best example. So you're going to find the expander first, then find the predicate, then find the subject. Do it together as a group.
Wait, is later she deferred college?
She deferred college for later. Okay?
She deferred college.
All right, let me see. Guys, all I'm asking you to do is And you are doing it together as a group.
I'm all shook up. I know. You have to just write the little squiggly thing.
All right, so you're diagramming it right now.
Deferred is the trunk. Wait, no.
Square is college.
Okay.
I know that.
What is the expander?
No, that's the subject.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it.
So that means deferred.
Huh.
All right. So now, what's the expander? Raise your hand. Tell me what is the expander, Parab? Yes, there is. Michael, what's the expander? What? Yeah. Because later is telling me what? When. So above it, you're going to write when. Okay? So what did this person do and who did it? So what is the predicate? What's the predicate, Sal? The verb. What? Deferred. So 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains. Who or what deferred? What's the subject? Yes. She. Got it? Yes. You have a good sentence? All right, go ahead.
Later on at night, the troops came to capture the people.
Okay, so write this one. Later at night. Nope. The troops captured the enemy. So what I want you to do now, as a group, I want you to to diagram this sentence. So that means first find the expanders, then find the predicate, then find the subject.
The troops are the main thing.
Expander is later. Put a triangle.
Right. No, you can have expanders that are one
The mountain thingy is captured.
Can you
Peter's
let me,
saying what you're doing.
can you let me do one?
Okay, I'll let you do the box.
The box is troops.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, you're doing it for me. Boston Celtics.
Your risky shot.
No, you guys, you're missing one. Later is telling you what? What is later telling you?
Soon at
What type of expander is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll learn 2 types of expanders. What are they?
How and when.
Okay, so what is later telling you?
When?
Okay, so put when above it. But you're missing, there's another expander in there that's telling you when.
At night. I mean night.
All right, so
night.
tell me one expander, Andrew. What do you got? All right, now later is one expander. Shh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, and what type of expander is that, everybody? So I'm putting when above here. Okay, what is the second expander, Natalie? Well, we already did later. That's 1, and the second expander would be what? You got it. So once again, triangle, and what kind of expander is that? When. All right, what is the predicate? What's the predicate? Yes. Captured? Who captured?
The troops.
Not just the troops, but just troops. And that's how you diagram. All right?
That's kind of easy.
Yeah, it's easy now because we're using simple sentences, but when you get these complex sentences, it definitely gets harder. So what you're going to do for homework tonight is I have a sheet, a front and back, and all you have to do is just diagram the sentences. And it has how expanders, and it has when expanders. Okay?